about marriage
There it
and
is, there it
business.
Wait, how
The
come?
business of marriage. What's wrong, baby?
I found us.
This video has ended, guys.
What?
Yeah, we're fixing it right now.
Okay,
Oh,
but
no.
I know, but guys, I mean, I'm sitting there freaking killing myself, and the video's
The
ended.
YouTube one's live.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well. I need to fix my hair. I either need to fix my hair.
I did the fluffy, puffy.
I need to get a hair guy in here to fix me up right before
Yeah,
the shot.
we need like hair and makeup. Where is our hair and makeup?
Yeah, where's hair and makeup? Oh, the deal. It's back on again, guys. It's back on. We on for the second time? The first time? What's happening here?
Do I share now? Do I not
Yeah,
share?
please share the
What's
stream,
happening?
share the stream, share the stream. Call in 305-865-8668. You can ask questions about the trip we just got off of. Secrets. We will share secrets with you. Things that happened
Ooh.
that no one should know about.
No one should
Only
know
you
about.
would know about. Only I would share this with you. Tell me when, guys.
Your YouTube is live. Facebook's gonna go in 2 seconds here.
Okay. Well, Facebook is live right now.
It is?
It looks live to me.
When are we going live with the show?
Oh, maybe this ended again. Okay, Carrie, you do the work right now.
Okay.
That's why I need help.
Okay. So you know what? I doubt I'll get this out on the show because you know it always goes in a different direction. But I have come up with the solutions for the perfect trip. Should I give them right now?
No.
Since they don't make it?
All right, you're live. We're live.
We're live on what? We're live on what?
We're live on Facebook.
Okay. Turn that down. When do we go live with the show? Do we go
No,
live with the show
let's give them a
anymore?
chance to come in, Robert. Let's give Facebook a chance to come in. So
Grant, why did you come to me and say you were ready for a vacation? Because you know when you did, it blew me away because we haven't been on a vacation since our honeymoon.
let's talk to people coming into the show
12 years
before we
ago?
get involved in that.
Okay.
Before we get
All
into
right.
that,
Let's do it that way.
do you know how to do this?
No.
Hey! That's how you
Guide
do
me.
it. Try it.
Hey! That was more like,
Hey!
hey!
Okay, big shout outs to Trevor
Shout 'em out.
Foster,
Come on.
Rupin, my man Rupin. What's
In
up,
England.
Rupin, Becky Farias. We are live.
Brazil.
Facebook streaming Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone on the G&E show. Robert, I like the shades,
Like
dude.
that? Did they
Dude,
have
they
the
look
eyes?
awesome, dude. They look good, okay?
What's happening with that?
You guys know you're live on the network, right?
All
No.
the way across.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
good. We're
live
doing a
on the
pre-show
network?
for the real.
How come
okay.
nobody told us we were
Nobody told us
Okay.
what we're doing,
We
man.
go on vacation for 2 weeks, we come back and the whole place boom.
We're
blows
back.
up. And
We're
we're
back.
live
Hey,
on
welcome.
the G&E show.
Welcome to the G&E show. My name's Grant Cardone. This is the beautiful at Elena Cardone. And we, even though we're sitting down today, like Colin Kaepernick sitting down doing the national
dear,
anthem.
we already
We
went
sitting
there.
down, but we
Already
standing
went there.
up for you. We standing up for you. She told me not to bring Colin Cap up in the show today. I'm gonna give him one of those today while he's sitting. He's sitting on the bleacher. Somebody gonna be like, get up, son, stand up. Anyway, me and my wife stand up for you and your marriage, our marriage. And we do the show on Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. to talk about marriage and business, what happens when the two collide. We just got back from a big vacay. Dude, you were awesome.
Dude, you paid for it.
And
You were awesome.
yeah, but you planned it.
Okay, but you paid for it.
It's easier to pay
You
for it
worked
than it
the
is to,
hustle muscle so we could do what we did.
yeah.
All
It was a
right.
great trip.
It
and,
was.
and if you don't know, maybe some of you not following the show, you don't know who we are. We've been married 12, 13 years. I have not been on a vacation, a real legit vacation only, which this wasn't. Tell you more about that in a second. In 12 years, right? Since we got married, since we went on our honeymoon. I'm not saying that for anybody to feel sorry for me, but we really put our heads down after the economic collapse and just said, hey, we need to focus right now. We need to get our life the way we want it to be, how we want it to be, get our businesses the way we want them to be. And we're trying to figure it out just the way you are. Like, we don't have it figured out, right?
No, definitely not. Although I think I got pretty good at this whole vacation planning thing. Just
Dude, you did
saying.
good. You did good,
I
man.
mean, we don't want that skill to go to waste, do we?
And by the way, that
That's
takes a lot of
talent.
work and energy. I don't know if you know it, but the average American spends $4,500 a year on vacations. That's the average household of four spends $4,500, about 3.5 days on vacation a year. We just spent, how many days were we there?
I don't know. 2 weeks?
This is what I talk about. I talk about this in my new book, man.
The
If you're going to
15th
do
the
something,
30th. That's got to be 2 weeks, right?
be obsessed or be average. I said, look, if you're going to do something, okay, if you're going to be all in on your office, your work, your business, your money, dude, be all in it. And then if you're going to go unplug, dude, be all in. I mean, like we did 15 days. How many days?
I think something like
15
that.
or 16
Yeah.
days. And I got to tell you, the 6 or 7 days before it, maybe the 2 weeks before the vacation,
You were so excited.
I was like,
like,
I can't wait to get on this vacation. Okay, now, and the reason I've never taken vacations, you see this thing I'm doing? This is a pendulum. Pendulums are long, they're oblique like this, and it's really hard to push the pendulum. And then, but once it gets going, the way it's shaped, it just keeps rolling over and over. Well, that's kind of how I operate. I operate in pendulum surges to where this wheel.
So what, you're afraid that if you take a vacation, your
Yeah.
pendulum
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
gonna
coming back and I'm a
stop,
little.
or
It's a
what's
little
this-
hard. Like, how do I
to
get
get
started
going?
again?
Not
you know?
me. I'll tell you what, this vacation's got me jacked up because we just did so many planning
Yeah.
that I can't wait to come back and hit it harder.
We're planning our next vacation already again.
No,
Okay, I'm already like, where are we going next,
We cannot waste
man?
this new discovered talent.
It was
I have.
unbelievable to have that much time with the kids. We also figured out, and by the way, Elena's unbelievable at this. Ladies, listen up. She did not ask me to unplug. The name of the show today is Unplugged. She did not ask me, hey, no emails. I heard a woman tell her husband this once. No emails while we're gone.
Ooh.
No phone calls. And he was like, it threatened his whole trip right there. So she's like, we did 2 hours every morning with executives.
Yeah.
We got
Meetings.
so much done on this trip,
So
it was
much.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because
Then
she
we
didn't.
felt good about the playing.
Totally. Then I
Yeah.
could play because then I'm relaxed to say, I got more going on. Captain Ryan, who's now working in our real estate department and flies the plane, he and Elena teamed up on me, convinced me to do another show, by the way. I did shows every
Yes,
Monday
Yes.
from
Actually, we put him
St.
to
Bart's.
work on this unplugged vacation. So you did 2 real estate
I did
shows.
2 real estate shows, and
The
then they
people were
convinced me.
begging. The people were begging.
People were
Okay?
like, dude, I want to put money in your fund. We've been hearing about this for, I don't know, a year and a half.
Yeah, he would never open up a real estate fund. He never wanted to deal with investors. Captain Ryan and I convinced him to open up a fund, and so we got that opened. And I mean, gosh, we raised millions.
And she's been trying to get,
In days.
every 3 months, Elena calls me up. My mother-in-law wants to come, not my mother-in-law, my aunt wants to come into your real estate portfolio. My uncle wants to, my brother-in-law. I'm like, come on, man, Elena, I don't want any problems. So anyway, these guys taught me into creating that. So we started a fund down there. What else did we do, Elena? We had executive meetings every day.
So this doesn't sound like, for the person listening, they're not thinking this sounds like a vacation. It sounds like a work.
Dude, trust me.
We didn't
Trust me.
even
I'm
get
just
to the
sharing
fun
with
part.
you 2 hours of every day, okay? Be
Ooh.
Obsessed or Be Average is already on track to be a New York Times #1 bestseller, okay? You can pre-order right now, grantcardone.com/obsessed, okay? grantcardone.com. And let me tell you what I'm going to do. When you order, I don't know if the site's up yet. When you order, I'm going to give you, when you pre-order today at that site, I'm going to give you 1 chapter. Nobody in the world has this. Again, this was all planned on this trip. I'm going to give you 1 chapter of an audio program that we've already done. You'll be literally one of the only people in the world. And the best thing is, all the proceeds that I receive from the sale of the book go to 2 charities that are designed to educate and fund the stopping of prescription drugs to children. 10 million kids were prescribed 1 drug last year called Ritalin.
Ooh.
In America. That's just the United States. By the way, the United States has 6 subscriptions in its medicine cabinets. Many of you might not know this, but when I was 35 years old, I went to a psychologist. This relationship I'm having, this chick wants me to unplug all the time. Unplug, just love me. Let's have sex all day long. And so anyway, we were having a problem because I want to do some business.
You were like, I don't want to do the humpy dumpy all day.
I don't mind doing a humpy dumpty every
We like
once in a
the
while, but dude, it
humpy
ain't a 24-hour activity. You know what I'm saying? I need to make some money. I need to make some paper. I need to make my dreams come true. Well, we went to a psychologist. Literally in 20 minutes, the psychologist is prescribing lithium to me. Lithium is a metal-based drug that just slows you down. So anyway, we're going to come back and talk about how to get unplugged, some things we learned about great trips, some things we're doing. Support me in the book, okay? Support me in the book. I'm going to take all my proceeds from the sale of the book and I'm going to give them to charities. So help us out with that and we'll give you a chapter. We're going to be right back. We're going to be talking about what we learned from our vacation, how to make it great,
I need
where
to hear
we're
your
going
funnest
next.
moment. I have to hear your funnest moment too.
And I want to do my next vacation with you. Who's
Yes.
coming? Who's coming?
Oh,
Call us.
this is gonna
Call
be
us,
big.
305-865-8668.
Press Radio Bureau.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
This is your last chance to access Cardone Training University for $199 a month. This online sales training platform will help you become who you're meant to be with the skills, training, and the exact steps to become the best in your industry in sales. From prospecting, closing, follow-up, internet lead response, join the 30,000 people who train daily, who've seen a 63% revenue increase while training on this platform. Join the millions of lessons taken to become the sales master you deserve to be. No more guessing, no more confusion when it comes to sales. Get access to weekly strategies, weekly mastermind coaching calls, personal coaching, all included for free. This over $19,000 value is available to you right now for $199 per month. That's right, $199 per month. Go to CardoneU.com to buy now. That's CardoneU.com to buy now. Credit affects every aspect of life. How's yours? At Safe Credit Solutions, we dedicate our lives to ensuring you can get the life you want. Safe Credit Solutions are FICO certified consultants, and we are trained to be immediately at your service to find solutions and repair your credit. Our goal is to grow your credit, add stability, and accomplish the goals you want for your life. With month-to-month services and live monitoring of our progress, we can get results for you within 30 to 45 days. Visit SafeCreditSolutions.com. That's SafeCreditSolutions.com to get a free credit consultation from our expert team. And let's get you on the path to repairing your credit today. That's SafeCreditSolutions.com. Too many people are being kept from their dreams by circumstances they couldn't control and mistakes from a long time ago. All they needed was a second chance or a fresh start. That's why Cash Now was created. Since 1997, Ray Abood, owner of Cash Now, has been the premier expert in home renovation and resale in the York tri-state area. Dedicated to premier customer service, getting the best deals at the lowest price, this is the only expert company you should deal with when it comes to buying and selling a home. Offering a 5-step home buying process, Ray and his team will ensure your needs are covered and get you closer to your dreams of buying a home in any city across the United States. To find out more on how you can get started on owning or selling a home, visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started. Too many people.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Vince, Jay, and Ken are on the phones. Elena Cardone is sitting next to me right here. I got my new.
Totally.
What y'all think about
my man down today?
You let me down.
Okay, I'm not
Come
good
on.
filler. I got to work on my filler.
Yeah,
so go
yeah.
on.
No.
Go.
Welcome back to the show. Every Wednesday at 12
my
p.m.
rock.
12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we bring you a show called the G&E Show, where we talk about marriage and business, getting everybody on the same page. Because look, if you're not on the same page, it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious to everybody, including yourself, and then you guys go home and talk about it in private, but the truth is, it's showing up at your bank account, it's showing up in the kids, it's showing up everywhere. We're back from a trip to St. Bart's for 2 weeks. We want to share with you what we learned there. By the way, I want to thank everybody that supports me and made our trip possible. All of you out there, everybody that's ever bought a book from me, an audio program, gone to see me speak, anybody and everybody that's ever, even if you've never even sent me money, but man, you just like my Facebook page, in some way you contributed. Even those of you out there that criticize me and hate me, okay, you have contributed to where I'm at today and to where I could get me and my family and us. And Elena has contributed to that as well, okay? Because she made me do this trip.
Yeah, I did. The minute you said it, I booked it. But I want to hear, what did you learn? Because
Dude, what I learned was,
Yeah.
okay, one, the fact that you never asked me to unplug. That was awesome.
Okay, but
Okay.
what did you learn from that?
Well,
I'm
dude,
asking
it
you,
takes a
what did
lot
you
of
learn?
energy. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy. And I think you're going to hear me talking about this word a lot, energy, okay? Money less than energy. It takes a tremendous amount of energy.
Why? Because you think money flows to the energy? Why less money than energy? Why this conversation all of a sudden? Thank you,
You're the man,
Glenn.
dude. You're the man. That's my man right there. Come introduce yourself to everybody, man. To my friends.
What's up? I'm Glenn.
Yeah, I love Glenn, man. Glenn's the best. Thank you, Glenn.
Okay.
So
what
energy,
did you
because
learn okay, go.
because look, yeah, you got to write a check, you got to put a credit card, you got to pay people back, all that. But the truth is, there was a lot of planning, We had people that went out on the trip, okay? People that
Business
flew back in.
clients.
We had business clients come out. We had friends
Executives.
come out. Executives come out. We had planning meetings there. I had to have a live cell phone that it's a very expensive AT&T. Literally every 25 minutes, AT&T says, you are now exceeding your plan by.
Isn't it ironic though that your phone got stolen?
Dude, I got my phone
On an
stolen.
island that
I got
is
3
so
GoPros.
secure and so safe, like it never happens.
We rented a villa. I called the guy on the phone and said, dude, I just got ripped off. You know, he's like, I've lived here for 6 months a year. No one ever robs me.
That's French, by the way.
No one ever robs me. I said, well, good for you, dude. I got robbed, okay? So I just need my shit back. You understand what I'm saying? Okay.
Anyway, go on.
But it takes a lot of energy,
Energy.
man. It takes a lot of energy to get things going, not to mention checks. See, the average American spends $4,500 a year on vacation. I don't think you guys are taking enough vacation. I know this. There is no way 3 days, a 3.5 day trip would have unplugged me.
Okay.
It'd have
Do
been
you
enough
feel
to fly out
unplugged?
there,
I want to know what you
and by the-
learned. I'll tell you what I learned. Can I tell you one thing that I learned?
Sure.
I learned that being over there, you know that shirt you always wear, who's got my money?
Yeah.
I saw money. I saw clients. I saw potential. I saw investors.
Dude.
I saw you don't have to be in an office to freaking go out there.
Yeah.
I can
No.
get it
We were in the
anywhere.
right spot. I did learn
That's
that.
what
If
I
you're going to
learned.
go on vacation, go to where money goes to. That takes energy, right? You got to be like, hey, where there are spots on this planet where money just rotates to it over and over all season long. That's
I got to tell you one other thing I
One other
learned
thing,
about.
no, it's my
okay,
turn. It's
okay,
my-
okay,
We
okay.
walked into a grocery store. Check this out. We walked into a grocery store on our first day. I got "Who's Got My Money" T-shirt on,
Yep. Forgot
and I
about
see
that.
this guy look at me kind of weird. I'm like, oh, is that French thing?
Hey.
He wants to do the nasty with me. I was picking up some figs. I'm like, he wants my figs. And sure enough, the guy comes back up to me later. He's like, nice shirt, man. And he comes back up to me later. He's like, are you GC? I said, yeah, man. First day we were there, Robert. First day. Are you GC? You Uncle G, man? I said, yeah, man. He's like, wow, man, I can't believe you're in St. Bart's. He lives on St. Bart's and knows me. That's why I tell all of you. Man, you like me, you
Gotta get
support
out
me,
there.
you
gotta
don't like me,
go
whatever.
This way.
Do you got to go wide, okay? So second thing you learn.
Well, I wanted to also interject. You had 2 fans take 5 flights just to come over
Y'all
and
know this
meet
story?
you.
I forgot about that.
I know, that was pretty amazing. Okay, one other
For
thing I
business
learned.
advice, by the way.
All right.
So we met him at a joint. We were out one night. Lati. Oh my God.
Oh.
You guys in Miami, you think these clubs in Miami
Yeah,
throw down?
come on,
Lati
come
makes
on.
the joints in Miami
Come
look
on,
like
come on.
like first grade
Yeah,
stuff.
come on.
Anyway, these 2 cats meet us at Lati. I say, hey, come by the villa tomorrow. Come by and meet us at the house tomorrow. And I had a 1 hour business meeting with those guys, and I think I got them on a really good track. So let's talk to Vince real quick from Redondo Beach. Vince, what's up, buddy? Vince, how you doing?
Hey, Grant, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. Good to talk to you. What do you do, Vince?
I'm a recruiter, executive recruiter.
Oh, awesome. What's your company?
My company is Scale Search Group, and we're out of Redondo Beach.
Scale Search?
Scale Search Group.
Oh, okay. Good, man.
Yeah, so can I ask you a question, please, Grant?
Please do. Vince. So proper.
I have a buddy. He works for a mortgage company, and he wants me to find him loan officers for residential 1 to 4 unit properties. So I figured that might be something that you could speak to as far as when it comes to looking or qualifying a good loan officer to present to his company.
Yeah, well, dude, what I would do is I would make a list like anything, like targets, like Elena was just talking about. Hey, if you're going to go on vacation, you might want to go where other people vacation that can actually help your business, right? If I'm looking for mortgage brokers, or if I'm looking for a girl, or I'm looking for a good book, where do you go to find a good book? You go to Amazon. Where do you go to find mortgage brokers? I don't know. I know they're probably all in the same place. They got to be going to the same place. They're going to the same kind of network. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So I'm not going to go look for a mortgage broker at Burger King. He might be there. There's a chance he's there, you know?
Yeah, we don't want him, though.
Yeah. So anyway, you got to go follow the money, dude. Follow the talent. That's why my wife was saying, thanks, Vince, for calling in. That's why Elena's saying, look, if you're going to go on a vacation, man, go where successful people are going. Let me tell you who we met there, okay? I met the ex-president of NADA.
I know. What a coincidence
Dude,
that
how
was.
do you get in front of, like this is a guy that I would spend time and energy and money on in the United States to get in front of. I meet him and his son there. Who else did we meet
His
there?
2 sons and his wife.
I meet a guy from Merrill Lynch there. I meet one of the top plastic surgeons in the world
you
there.
met the Bernhardt furniture.
The Bernhardt furniture, okay? I mean, I met
Great.
people that
Yeah.
they're like, hey
They're
man,
so
what do you
fun.
do?
Yeah.
You know, and they're, oh, I got a sales team. You know, oh, you do any business in the furniture business? Yeah, we're doing some business with Ashley Furniture right now. Really, man, they're great, man. When you get back to the States, call us in South Carolina or in the Carolinas. We need to do something together. So go, listen to me. When you guys unplug, don't unplug. Go there to plug in, man. Go there to plug in.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, go there to plug in. You ain't electricity, man. Come on, man. You are electricity. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a plug. I don't know if that made sense or not, but I think Robert knows what I mean. Hey, stay with us. This is Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, the G&E Show.
Leave a mark in your neighborhood with a lasting impression. A professional landscape can deliver that and more. And the man to bring it to you is Steve Griggs. Awarded the National Best of Hows in Client Satisfaction in 2016 with clients such as Dr. Oz and the Palisades Center Mall in West Nyack. Steve Griggs is New York's best landscape designer. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. For more information, visit stevegriggsdesign.com. That's stevegriggsdesign.com. In life, anything can happen. Disasters, losses, unexpected things that are not part of your business plan. And when it does, the next step is to figure out how to get back to business as fast as possible. That's where Pride Public Adjuster steps in to properly manage your insurance claim, create a strategic recovery plan, and get you everything you are entitled to from your insurance company. Our experts ensure that your insurance company will restore you to pre-loss condition or better. Since Pride works strictly on contingency, there is no risk and we don't get paid until you get paid. We are the only public adjusting firm licensed in every state in the United States, utilizing our own in-house team of insurance professionals. We work exclusively for you, the policyholder, not the insurance company. Contact us today to receive a free claim review at prideadjusters.com. That's prideadjusters.com. Settle for everything with Pride. That's prideadjusters.com. Gaining financial independence is what every person seeks in today's world. With so many options when it comes to investing, it can be confusing to know what to do. Specialized IRA Services helps you know the right direction to go. Whether you are looking for a self-directed IRA, a retirement account, or need the know-how on funding a new business, Specialized IRA Services help you gain control of your assets, your money, and your investments while being educated on the entire process. In removing Wall Street out of your investment, you can be sure to spend less on investment fees, taxes, and make more on your returns. Let the expert team at Specialized IRA Services help you transform your family legacy and secure your financial independence. Visit specializediraservices.com. That's specializediraservices.com to register for more info and receive a free ebook on your guide to financial freedom. That's specializediraservices.com.
And we are back. You're watching the G&E Show with Crazy G. And of course, the fabulous E.
I got her. Hey, so look, I hope you're having fun in your relationship. This show, every Wednesday, right in the middle of the week, is about sooner or later you're going to be in a relationship with somebody. Okay, mom, dad, uncle, aunt, I don't know, girlfriend, boyfriend. Okay, maybe Colin. Maybe you love Colin sitting on the sidelines. I don't know, dude. Maybe you love Hillary or Trump. I don't know. Sooner or later, you got to be in a relationship with somebody.
How did this vacation help us? Just me and you, not business, because it helped the business.
Yeah.
We're all on the same page now to blow up.
You know, look, it gave us time together.
Yeah.
Right? Time, like I didn't have to think every day about going to the office at a certain time. I mean, I had trouble this morning getting in here. I'm like,
oh, I tell you, I learned how much, you know how we competed everything and how much we love that?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we don't go to the beach and just throw footballs. And like the next thing you know, we're humming them at each other and then we're keeping score and then we're doing bow and arrows. I love all that competition.
The other thing that I loved, you know what? You started doing some things that I've been talking to you about doing.
Like what?
But you know, when you're trying to talk your spouse into doing something, let's go dancing or let's go scuba diving, and you don't have a dance floor or you don't have water to scuba dive, you're just talking.
Right.
When you go on a trip like this and the water's available and the dance floor is available, then it's like you don't have to talk somebody into it. You can be just like grab them by the hand and say, let's go in the water. Yeah. So, I mean, we did trampolines in the ocean.
Table.
We did some table dancing. Who was on the table first? I was throwing down.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
That was so fun.
Who put on the first mask?
The first
mask. I was
Hat.
masking it out, okay? Okay, let's take some calls, Elena.
Okay.
This is what we're telling you. Look, you need to put it on your calendar. I've committed to doing at least 2 long trips every year.
And I have witnesses now.
Maybe 3. Robert, I'm bringing you on the next one too, dude, okay? Okay. So, find time. The only reason you won't go on vacation is you're not in control of your financial life. That's the only reason you won't do this. We brought 2
Or
kids
you
with
haven't
us.
earned the loaf time, okay? Need I remind everybody, you know, some people go on a little too many vacations, whether it's to the bar on the weekend or
they
whatever.
Go on too
We
little
don't
vacation.
do that.
You're going on too little of a vacation. If you're doing little vacations, don't do them.
Look, we've never
Suffer.
been.
Pay the
Yes.
price until you can do the big vacation,
That's what I'm saying.
okay? You don't need to do 3 days in a Holiday Inn. That ain't a vacation, okay? That's bad breakfast for free. So that's what I'm telling you. You need energy. You need energy. You need energy. If you don't have the energy to do this trip, get away from your job. Get away from your customers. Bring your kids. Bring a nanny. Your kids are too young. Get a nanny. That takes money. Okay, that is not an elitist talking to you. My wife grew up. She went to school in an all-black school.
High
Okay,
school,
she was
yeah.
the
High
only
school.
white chick in the school. She did not grow up privileged. I grew
100%.
up with. I had a bicycle that my mom kept telling me, you should be grateful you have a bicycle, okay? That's how we grew up. So we're not talking to you as an elitist. You need a nanny on these trips, okay? If you're going to places, you need help, man. That's what I'm telling you. You need energy. You can't have fun if you got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old on each hip all day long. It might be fun for a little while, but what happens to your marriage? What happens to that executive meeting when you got to fly out executives or you want to fly a customer out? Okay, or you want to take people out to a party and you got kids there. You want to have it all, folks. If you want to have it all, it takes energy. That's why I create programs like this, like the Playbook to Millions, man. This playbook right here, dude, this is going to make people millionaires. People are already on track to becoming millionaires with this book. That's Jimmy Coons right there. See, I got to be able to not take his call right now, okay? This is a big car dealer, 17 car dealerships. He wants to do business with me right now. I need to be able to pass on this call. Why? Because I'm doing this show with you guys right now. Energy, it takes energy, okay? It takes energy to sit down and create time, Leo, Ken, and Ken. It takes energy to create time to say, hey, look, man, what can we do to make this book a bestseller? And that's where we came up with the idea. Give all the money to the exact charities that will support the stopping of drugging kids, which you're being called obsessed. You're being called obsessed. Your kids are obsessive, or compulsive, ADD, ADHD.
Come on.
Dude, your kids ain't got your kids are kids.
That's right.
Your kids are being kids, man. My kids want to jump in the ocean, or they don't. Okay?
Which they did.
Some of them are scared, some of them aren't. Some are extroverted,
Jumped
some
off the yacht.
yeah. There's nothing
how fun
wrong
is
with them.
that?
There's nothing wrong with them, right? Are they crazy? They too dangerous? So that book, all the proceeds that I earn from the book sales are going to go to what are the two charities we selected? I think it's Drug Free America and Drug Free World.
Yes.
Drug Free America and Drug Free World. So
And that came up on the vacation.
Came up on the
We
vacation.
came up with
man.
all these great
how do
ideas.
we make this a bestseller? So really appreciate your support. GrantCardone.com/obsessed. If you want to bring awareness, if you want to get a good book, first of all, okay, it's a freaking awesome book, okay? Number 2, if you want to take your money and make sure that money goes to something good, which is making 10 million kids in America last year, 10 million were put on drugs because they were called ADD, ADHD.
We have like the highest
When I was 8 years old, I would be called ADD.
America has
Trust
the
me.
highest drug intake in the entire world
Yeah.
combined.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's talk to Leo from Guatemala.
Seems a little off.
Dude, we were all. Yeah, Leo, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, Leo.
Who am I speaking with? Is this Grant?
Yeah, this is Grant.
Hi, man. How are you doing? This is Leo calling you from Guatemala City, man. Amazing. I can't believe I'm talking to you, man. So I've got a question for you and Alina really quick, okay? Because I got to hang up. So, man, how do you handle patience with your partner when you want to be in a rush every day to reach your goals, man?
Dude, this is a great question.
That is
you know?
a good question.
It's a great question, okay? So Leo, what you got to do is you got to get your partner on the same page with you.
Like, sure, for sure, right? But what happens with, remember, right, every single person has a different mindset. So every single day, right?
Hey, Leo, I don't know if
It is a
everybody does
challenge.
have a different mindset. I think everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants to do well. So you got to figure out how to approach her from a place of like, I'll give you an example. Yesterday we were flying back from St. Bart's, and I did a video of the plane. A guy on Snapchat hits me and says, I never wanted a plane. I never needed a plane. And then he sends me like 4 or 5 Snapchats. He's like, and as I see how you're living on the plane, the next thing I know is, I want a plane. See, he had a different mindset, right, dude? Because maybe he thought, oh, people with planes are, snobby, snuffy, whatever the words are, right? Elitist. Dude, I don't live like that, man. I don't live like that, right? I'm doing the plane so I can buy time with my wife and my kids and my customers. So I think you just got to figure out a different angle, bro. Sell or be sold. You're going to do the selling, or she's going to do the selling, or nobody's going to sell anybody on anything.
For sure. Thank you very much for that great advice, Grant. And I can guarantee you're going to know more about me, man.
Dude, I want to know more
Have a
about
good
you,
day.
Leo, and I want you to be successful. Have you ordered Be Obsessed or Be Average yet?
I'm going to be ordered that today, man. I'm going to be ordered Cardone University today. I'm just going to go to the bank and get another card to be able to purchase online, man. I'm calling you from Central America, man.
Awesome,
Appreciate
Leo.
it,
We'll
man.
get it down there to you too, brother. The other thing is get your spouse one. This book, by the way, I wrote this book. Dude, this book is going to turn some partners on, okay? I've had so many guys calling, man, I need a book for my wife. Bro, you just let your wife read this book, okay? She will never, ever ask you to unplug again. She will never ask you to slow down again. She will never ask you to come home from work early again. The moment she goes to say it, she's going to be like, oh, if I say that, that means I'm against us doing well. Okay? I literally write in this book over and over why your mom, your uncle, your brothers, your sisters, and your spouse need to get on the same page with the crazy guy. Because the crazy guy is the guy or gal that's going to give you the crazy life that you deserve.
Woo!
Come on.
Love it.
She never tells me to slow down.
Maybe
Except
just
in the
the
car.
opposite.
Except in the car.
Except in the car, you're
Okay.
right. Which I didn't do in St. Bart's because that was one of the things I wanted to give to you for your vacation.
Yeah.
So there was a couple.
Okay, Ken from
the back
Vancouver.
seats that I
I
was
think if
playing.
this is the Ken, I think it is. What's up, Ken?
Hey. Hello. Hello?
Ken from Vancouver, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, Grant?
Come
Loving
on,
the show
man.
so
I'm
far.
doing good. How do I look?
Tan.
Oh, you look amazing. Looking
Great.
amazing. I can see you just refreshed from the vacation.
Let me ask you a question
Loving
off
the show.
topic, bro. What do you think about Colin, what's his name? Kaepernick?
Yeah.
What do I think about that?
Yeah.
Dude, the guy's going to
I
sit
think-
down. How long was
Go
the
ahead.
national anthem? 1 minute? He's going to sit down for 1 minute to demonstrate to the world how unfair it is to be a black man. Dude, how does that make sense?
Well, I mean,
you got the right to
Well,
do it, but bro, look, you know
Well,
what?
yeah.
If I want to get kids, if I want to stop drugging kids for being ADD, ADHD, whatever,
You come up with a
write a damn book,
solution.
dude.
Come up with
Write
a
book.
solution.
It took me over a year to write this book. I didn't sit down, dude. I wrote something.
Come up with a positive.
Colin, man,
a
stand up,
positive
bro. Stand up, bro.
way
Why don't you
to
do this, Colin? If
get
you're
your
really
point
that committed, why don't you
There we
say
go.
you're not going to play? You ain't going to play the whole season. Now I'd be like, dude, that's some respect. That's $19 million commitment right there. But no, what do? You sit on your ass while we freaking salute the flag? Come on, Colin, man. You got too many tattoos, dog. Go ahead, bro. What's up? What do you think?
well, I've only got 5 tattoos, so I'm not quite on his level yet.
Yeah, no, you're not committed.
You're
not
talking
all
to
up.
Vancouver, okay? They don't, he ain't got that American.
Yeah,
You know,
does.
he's not
Every
locked into the
Canadian
American
wants to be-
military
Well, the most
flag.
All Canadians want to be
The
American.
most important part at the end of the day is whether people agree with his stance or not. He is exercising his First Amendment rights. And
Yeah,
the
he's
fact that
got
people are
freedom.
jumping
He's
on
sitting
him
on his
that-
ass,
they're
is
not
what he's
getting-
doing.
And he's
like 2 weeks
disrespecting the
ago when
flag for the
Pentagon
people who
said that
fought
he-
to have that
He's
freedom.
sitting on his ass
I
is
ain't
what he's
down
doing.
with that.
Dude, your First Amendment right ain't sit down, it's say something. Okay, your First Amendment right
Yeah, I mean, and I
is not exercised by your freaking rectum. It's exercised by your mouth. Somebody needs to tell Colin, you
That
don't talk
almost
with
got
your asshole, you
big
talk with your
teeth.
mouth.
Oh!
I'm not a Niner fan, so.
Yeah, that's all right, dude. So you
All
called
right.
in. You probably got a question other than a black man raised by white parents. With, on both sides of him, he's got black men making $5 and $6 and $10 million a year. That would never happen in any other country on planet
And
Earth.
an African-American president.
And then saying, I'm going to sit down while we play a 1-minute flag because the black man is not treated fairly. By the way, your black daddy quit on you.
Jesus, you were just taking
Just keeping it
all
real.
the way.
And white people stepped in and
Damn.
said, let's take care of our little dark-skinned boy. Maybe he'll be a quarterback one day and they'll be paid $114 million a year in the greatest damn country in the damn world. And one day he'll stand up and embarrass us, saying the black man's being held down. Come on, man. Keep it
Damn,
real.
this is
And by the way, he's going to
Cardone
exercise.
today, huh?
He's going to
We're
exercise
going all
his
the
freedom
way.
of speech with his
Damn.
rectum.
Ken,
Maybe
did
you
you
could
have
copy
a
of your book.
question? For God's
Guy needs a
sake,
colonoscopy
somebody
is what he needs. He
help
needs a
me here. I'm
colonic.
sweating.
He needs a colonic. Somebody needs to give Colin a colonic. Flush him
No,
out.
I think
Hey,
that
I mean, it would
vacation,
Okay,
be
bro.
like,
an interesting.
Let Ken talk. I forgot you were
Ken,
here.
go.
All right. Well, the reason I called is because I was listening to the 10X rule, where you
There's no
basically
sound, guys.
spend the entire book putting it out on blast that your number one objective in life is to get 8 billion people on a planet to know who you are. And so I've been emailing you like the last couple of weeks about, remember on Troy McLean and the Global Information Network. So I just figured, hey, what, I might as well give you a call.
Yeah, dude, that's
let you know
awesome.
all about that. Because I figured you obviously want to know about a group of people that love doing personal development that don't know who Grant Cardone is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
I
don't know who
talk
I
to
am.
them and I'm like, hey, do you know Grant Cardone? Do you know Grant Cardone? And like 5% of them know who you are. So it's just like, shit, there's got to be a faster way for me to get the word out and let them know who you are than like telling one at a time.
Yeah. What you do is you turn people on to this channel, turn them on to my YouTube channel, turn them on to Cardone University. I mean, we have 22 million people that have been served at Cardone University. You know, get them on my books, man. Get them on my books or my audio programs. That's the only way. I mean, people have been tricked by so many. Yeah.
Well, it's basically part of what I'm hoping with Troy, because I've been watching your material for a while.
Yeah.
And that's what my goal too is with Troy, is that he actually sees the value as well and hires you to do some training.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the fastest way, because if once they find out about that, because we have members in like 180 countries, like
Oh,
tens of
wow.
thousands of
What's the name of
members.
your company?
Global Information Network. It's ginevolve.com.
Uh-huh.
And I know that they would be open to listening to you, because basically the entire purpose of the organization is people that love doing personal development, they love reading books, they love self-education. That's the number one reason. It's really the only reason why like I am and most of us are members of the organization, is to have access to this information. But again, when I talk to them, very few of them know who Grant is.
Yeah. Well, that's
And
the
I
way it
know
is,
that they will
dude.
listen
7
to
billion
you.
people on planet Earth. There's 7 billion people on planet Earth. 7 billion people on planet Earth. I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. People are going to take my stuff. People don't know me. Like somebody just wrote me, hey, what are you going to do to slap Ty Lopez for stealing your content? Dude, any guy
All of
out
them.
there, Gary, Ty, Tony, they all take my content. Why? Because it's good. It's good content. You'd be
And
crazy
you're
not.
good looking, too.
You'd be crazy not to take my content, okay? They all take it, man. It's all good. I just keep creating content. 19 best-selling programs, audio, video, or books, okay? So I just keep creating content, trying to figure my way out of the little mouse trap that I've been stuck in my whole life, so me and my wife can have a great life. Ken from Miami. Ken, what's up, buddy?
Grant Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing,
boy.
man?
What's up? I have a question for you. I run like
Audio. I can't.
I feel like I agree with a lot of stuff you said. I've been watching for a while now about I used to go to university, like a top 25 college, and I started my own business when I was a sophomore. I'm a YouTuber, so I have right now 270,000 subscribers and stuff.
Dude, that's
And I'm
awesome, dude. You got more than me.
Yeah.
What's your
I mean, but-
YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel?
So my name is Ken, but my YouTube channel is Book of Ken.
Book of
I do a
Ken?
lot of, yeah, Book of Ken.
Ken, I
I do a
like
lot of I live in Miami, Florida.
Yeah, you live in Miami. I got that. So look, man, can you help me with some subscribers? I got to tell you, I'm thinking about myself right now.
I just know how to I try to you do a lot of I trust you. I believe in you and everything that you say and stuff like that. And you know how that instills a lot of confidence in getting people to follow you. And if you sell a product, I know it's a real product. It's actually, I would buy it.
Yeah.
YouTube's a lot about that. Making people believe in you and being a real genuine individual.
Yeah, hey, let me ask you a question. When you say it's a real product, what else are you saying there? Like, are there some products out there that are just not real?
There's people. I feel like there's a lot of people in the world who are just trying to hustle you. I know people. I'm friends with one that he has the biggest Facebook page in the world. He gets 1 billion views monthly, and he's he kind of scammed me for $50,000. There's a lot of things that go. I'd have to talk to you for a little bit about it, but there's just a lot of people in this type of industry of YouTube and stuff that really try to hustle and kind of take steal a lot of people's money. You know what I mean? You can't really trust people. And I feel like when you're on the online stuff and you're speaking to people, it's really hard to understand who the person is. But when I see you, I feel like you're telling me the truth. You're not trying to get you have your money. You've got your money right, as you said.
Yeah.
You have nothing to. Why would you ever lie to me? Or anyone else? You're just telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. And I got to tell you, I'm so appreciative that. And I want to be sure we get his YouTube channel, the Book of Ken, because I want to follow him myself. I'm so appreciative that I'm and grateful that I'm in a position that we can take the proceeds that we receive from the sale of this book, and I can donate them to charity. Okay?
Drug-free world and drug-free America.
Drug-free world and drug-free America. If you have kids, man, if you guys have kids, or if you have a brother or sister, and man, they were labeled ADD, ADHD, obsessive, compulsive, maybe they don't have a problem. I mean, is it possible? In this book, I'm going to show you that every great person every great person you and I know, you name it, from Jesus to Steve Jobs, every one of them was labeled early on in their career as something being wrong with them. Mm-hmm. Every one of them did the Einsteins, all of them, all the greats were labeled as obsessive, compulsive, too much, something's too artistic.
Definitely.
Too greedy labels, man. Okay.
Dyslexic, anything.
And I'm gonna tell you, my life turned around completely when I finally said, "Wait a minute, maybe I don't have the problem. Maybe they got the problem." And I grabbed my obsessions, all of them, and quit apologizing for them, quit trying to make sense of them, and said, "I'm gonna use the energy. I'm gonna use the energy here to find the girl I want, to have the kids I deserve." To create the life I want, to go on the trips I want, to create the business I want. I got pictures of octopuses around our office here, and I'm looking at one right now. Dude, that guy's obsessed right now. That octopus is obsessed, man. I pulled one off of a rock one day in Cozumel, Mexico, and I'm in about 45 feet of water, and I see this octopus, and I try to separate him from his home, right? Dude, that guy was obsessed. He was like all 8 arms locked in. I don't know how many tentacles he's got, but it's a bunch of them. He's like, ah! And I was more obsessed than he was. I separated him. I thought his arms were going to rip off. I separated him, and when I did, this is what he did. He inked me. Number one, he inked me, okay? But I was obsessed with him. I didn't get discouraged by his deployment of ink. She tried the same thing on me. And then she inked me with objections. Man, you guys are wrong, man. Okay. And then what happened is the octopus flipped onto my arm and completely engulfed my entire arm.
Did that scare you?
And I became the rock. I became his new home. He or she became completely obsessed with me. So I'm seeing the Facebook thing, guys, keep rewinding back and forth. I don't know if y'all see that, but 1 minute I have this shirt on, the next minute I have my yeah, you see it, huh? Okay, so look, today and every Wednesday at 12 p.m., we bring you a show called the G&E Show. We talked about Unplugged today. What'd you learn about today, baby? What do we got here for the
Well,
takeaways?
the thing for me is, we do this show because we want to combine the business of being married. And it is a business of being married. It's not just you marry and you're going to live happily ever after in this blissful, honeymoon phase. Our business is how do we work together, creating our business, creating our marriage, creating the kids, creating the life we want. And there isn't a moment in time where business isn't part of it, even in the vacation.
Funnest thing we did on the trip. What's your first memory?
Sea bobs were my favorite.
What's
going
a sea
under
bob?
the sea bob is when you hold on to this jetpack.
It's only
or
about
whatever,
this big.
and you go underwater. You can go 80 feet if it lets you.
Yeah.
Underwater with
How
the
deep,
turtles.
how deep did you go?
Probably 25 or 30 feet.
Yeah, I went, as soon as I had my sea bob,
My ears
I
popped.
had a little red sea bob. I took it straight down, wide open, dude. I got 100% on it, and I'm going straight down. Next thing you know, it dies out. It defaults at 32 feet, so they had the
That's
governor
because they
set
had the
on me.
dummy set on. And the other one was jumping off of the yacht. I'm normally scared of heights, so
Yeah.
for me it was a big, I overcame something.
Yeah.
That was big for me.
Yeah.
Throwing the football. I mean, learning how to do bow and arrows. Jet skis, racing you on the jet skis. I
Dude,
mean,
my funnest moment was spending time with the kids. Every day I got to
In the
hang
pool,
out
throwing
with the
'em.
kids. Just, no
seeing
schedule.
them in the middle of the sea.
Yeah, no rush. So look, we're going to do another trip every 6 months. I'm going to do a trip now. I'm in a position to do that. We want you to get in a position to do the same thing. I tell you what, put on your bucket list St. Bart's. Everybody should go to St. Bart's. It's an amazing, beautiful.
Definitely.
It's a magical place.
Romantic
Put it on
island.
and
French
put this
island. It's a French island.
If you're going to put it on your bucket list to go to St. Bart's, put this
Delicious
on there
food.
too.
Amazing clothes.
Bring me and Elena with you.
Oh,
Put that on your bucket list. Man, I'm not just
I
going,
am
dude.
down
I'm
for
going to
that.
bring the
The
Cardones
shopping.
with
Did
me.
I mention the shopping? Ladies.
Now, please don't mention the shopping, okay? Because when you mention the shoppings, I feel like Colin Kaepernick
You
sitting
gonna
on his
sit
ass.
down?
Because I have to, because it hurts so bad.
Oh, snap.
Snap. Okay, Colin. Stand up, Colin. You want to make a difference for black people in the United States? Stand up, dude.
Do
Write a
something,
book. Go
take a
speak.
cause, do
create
something,
a fund.
create
Go
something.
do something.
Come
Go say
on,
something.
man.
Change conditions
Do
for the
something I
black
can
man,
do.
dude. And you don't do that by sitting down. Number seven. Sit down.
Okay.
Stand up. Stand up. Don't sit down. Okay. All right. Hey, tomorrow,
Pay the price
Young Hustlers.
so you can pay the price
Young Hustlers.
later.
And by the way, you guys know that's not a whole black thing because I don't care what color you are.
No,
White,
all you
black,
care about
male,
is green.
female, young, old. I don't care. I
Entrepreneur.
care about you doing
Hustle
great.
in your heart.
Tomorrow, Young Hustlers at
Hustle in
12
your
o'clock.
hustle.
Cardone Zone, 12 o'clock Friday. Okay. We just opened up a fund for real estate for accredited investors
You
only.
can
I'll be
thank
doing
me
a
and
real
Captain
estate.
Ryan for that.
I'll be doing a real estate show every
Monday
Monday.
at 12.
Okay. Cardone University, the deal ends today. Okay. If you don't know about this, the deal ends today. It ends today, dude. Next time you look at Cardone University, it's going to be $4,995. I've been telling y'all for a long time. Hey man, it's not going to stay at this price. It's a $19,000 program. I have done everything I can to give it to vets. Anybody that needed a payment program, I help you with it. Okay, and we're not even doing payment programs anymore. If you can't figure out how to get $2,000, you don't deserve this program.
Ooh.
The first sale you need to make is, hey, what do I got to do to get my freaking game in shape, man? This is a $19,000 program for $19.95. If you can't figure out how to get the $19.95, I'm sorry. You're quitting before you even get the information. So figure that out first and then get yourself on Cardone University. Tomorrow, you're going to look at my website, cardoneuniversity.com. It's going to be $4,995. And I'm telling you, it's still a steal tomorrow. Okay? Grab it today and save yourself $3,000. Elena, you're the best, bud.
You're the best,
Always
buddy.
here for me, dog. Come on,
always.
man, okay?
Thank you.
See you guys in St. Bart's.
Follow me on
Book the
Instagram
trip.
if you
Book
want
the
to
trip.
see some pictures.
Book the trip. I'll fly us out there, but you got to take care of the villa.
Woo!